guys, welcome back to my channel. So Isabella is now for the most part potty trained, so I thought I would share a few tips with you today on how we managed to do it, and I hope you find them useful if you're going through the same stage with your little ones. Okay, so quick disclaimer, this is definitely not a how-to video, but these are a couple of things that I think could definitely go across the board on a lot of different potty training techniques. Okay, so my first tip is to keep the potty you use basic. We introduced Isabella to a potty at around 12 months, and the one we chose was one that my friend actually let us borrow. Was one of the interactive, flushable handle. It was really cute. It clapped and applauded like when you flushed it, and it had a little lid which you could put up and down. But the problem we had was actually that Isabella found it a bit too interesting. She saw it more of as a toy than something, you know, to do her business in. In the end, we picked a plain one I got from Tesco's. It was on sale, £3.50. They come in a variety of different colours, like an aqua green, a blue, a white, pink. I think they come in yellow or orange as well. And it's worked really well for her. I would definitely recommend keeping things for function rather than for play, if that makes sense. Going off of that, my next tip would be to maintain consistency with the potty. We regularly visit my mother-in-law and my mum, so while we were going through the potty training stage, it was really important that we could try and do it wherever we went. I made sure that we all had the exact same potty, so my mother-in-law and my mum bought the same potty. I wanted it to be something that was familiar to her, so we didn't spend time trying to, like, you know, get her to find the potty if she needed to go. She could recognise it. We always had it out in the room, and she could just go if she needed to when she saw it, basically. Okay, so my tip number 2 is to make sure that your children are definitely ready to be potty trained. I thought, yep, today is the last day we're going to have nappies, and I just tried to strip her off and it was just too hectic. But she wouldn't know when she was going to wee, and it just got so stressful. The house was covered in wee, and you know, it just got too much. So you're going to be less stressed if you know that they're understanding exactly what it is that you're telling them. You know, do you need to go to the toilet? Do you feel like you need a wee? Things like that. You know, if they don't understand exactly what it is that you're telling them, or they don't understand the feeling, they're not going to be able to tell you when they need to go. Sort of a no-brainer, really. Positive reinforcement is the way to go here. I've heard so many stories of people saying that it took their children way longer than it should have done because they would tell them off. It's like when you house train a dog, it's better to give them positive reinforcement than it is to do negative reinforcement. You can't rub a child's nose in their own business. Congratulate them if they do manage to do it. Say, yay, where we do our wees, this is where we do our poo. Something I found really helpful as well is when Isabella didn't make it to the potty, she would actually help me clean up it. Not necessarily if it was a poo, but if it was a wee, we'd both get the stuff out, we'd both wipe it up, and I'd explain to you, like, oh no, we've got to clean this up now, we should have done it in the toilet, and things like that. And that's something that I found really helpful. Sort of even before we started potty training, was I wanted to familiarise her with the concept of going somewhere else other than in her nap. We had books, toys. I would come in the toilet and be like, Mummy's going for wee on the big toilet now, and things like that. Just some things that I had that were really helpful. My mum actually bought her a doll, and it was a doll that when you pressed it, it weed. It had its own potty. There was nappies you could change it with. That really helped because then I could show her, like, oh look, baby's going for a wee on the potty. Do you want to sit on the potty? Shall you guys do it together? You know, you get the Leap Pag Junior reader books with the pen or the little figure that goes over the books and it helps you read. It's like a milestone pack that you can get of 4 books. 2 of them I can't remember, but the one of them was introducing them to a sibling, which as I was pregnant at the time was really handy, and the other one was potty training. And even if I didn't use it with the reader, me and Isabella would read it together, and I'd say, oh look, he's going to the toilet. These are the things you do. You wash your hands. Oh no, he hasn't managed to do it this time, but it's okay. On the next page, he manages to go. And I said that they're things that got her used to seeing it, seeing the book, being really happy, using the baby, things like that, watching me go to the toilet. They're all things that implement the idea before I actually started to physically potty train her. How I stay organised during potty training, I've heard so many people say that when they do potty training it just takes over their entire house. My family and me all had the same potty. It's quite small, it's convenient, it's not going to take up loads of space, it just tucks under our unit when we're finished with it or not using it. When she was ready to move on from that, I wanted something that wasn't going to take up a lot of space in our bathroom, as we do have family coming over quite a lot. White plastic seat with a little front on it. It's exactly the same style as this. It's from Tesco's, again £3.50. It's a white one, fits on top of your toilet seat. and it's great for that. I also went to Amazon to get the little folding steps, just a white one. I think it was $4.99, free post and packaging in the UK, and it just folds away. So as soon as she's gone to bed, I just pack everything away. What I do is behind my sink there is a bit of a gap, so I just fold the stool and put that behind, and then next to it I've got a little command hook and I've just stuck it there. The command strip means once she's finished potty training, it will come off the wall cleanly, there's no hole. I literally just hook it up there at the end of the day. When you open the door, you can't even see them, but once you go in, you can quickly access them. She can get it off herself, which is handy, but it just means that as she's got the stool and that potty seat there, she's now able to go to the toilet herself and have that bit of independence. Obviously, I check on her and things and help her wash her hands, but it's able to give her that bit of independence to use it herself. So there you go, guys, there are my tips on helping you go through the potty training stage. I hope you found them useful today. If you haven't done so already, please do give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one. See you around, guys. Bye.